Have you ever thought about how our language impacts the way we experience things? It was brought to my attention today that the language that we use, specifically the phrase I am, can definitely impact the way that we experience things that we go through. And wouldn't it be interesting if we could just change, modify that language just a little bit so that we can see how we experience differently using different language? Hello, fabulous. I hope today is treating you kindly. We're going to have a conversation about the most powerful words in any language, and that is whatever follows the words I am. So, whatever happens after you state I am, your brain identifies with that. It actually incorporates that as part of your identity. And, I had a conversation with someone today who was just talking a little bit about how they can be impacted by that very simple phrase, just the way that we talk about our experiences that we have. And they can sometimes increase the impact that they actually have based on obviously the lens through which we view them, but also the language that we use to describe them. And I was explaining how in Irish culture, they don't state specifically like I'm having a bad day or I'm not okay. They'll say something like sadness is upon me, which I love because it still acknowledges and honors those feelings of being sad or stressed or scared or whatever the thing is that you're experiencing. Because, validation is incredibly important. It's great to honor these things, and it's what we're built for. But at the same time, it also creates that little bit of separation between ourselves and that experience. So we're not identifying with that experience the same way as saying, like, I'm sad, like, I am sad. Sadness is how I define myself, whether temporarily or permanently. I identify with the experience of sadness rather than saying something like, I feel sad, or as they say in Ireland, the sadness is upon me. It kind of signifies a more temporary sort of experience, something that's going on right now that isn't you. Like it's happening and it's important and should be honored and respected and processed accordingly, but it isn't you. You don't become the sadness or the anger or the frustration or the stress or any of the things that you feel. You acknowledge them, but they aren't you. You're so much bigger than that. And so I love that concept of viewing ourselves and speaking about ourselves from that perspective of just being a greater being, like honoring everything that we experience by just changing our language. That way our brain doesn't have to go, oh, well, I'm sad, so therefore I'm going to find all the reasons to be sad today, all the reasons that I need to be angry or whatever. I have to identify with this because that is my truth. Whatever you speak is your truth. If you say, I am, whatever the thing is, you become whatever that thing is. Whether it's true or not, doesn't matter because your brain interprets that as truth. So let's create a new truth. Let's create space for us to express ourselves just a little bit differently. I feel sad, scared, angry, upset, stressed out, tired. I feel. Instead of I am, I feel. I'm going through this experience today. And just give ourselves that little bit of breathing room, that little bit of space between the feeling, the experience, and this amazing being that we are. Because we are so much more and so much bigger and so much grander and so much more worthy and all of the amazing things than what we experience. The experience is part of the journey, but we are the ones who get that experience. We have that power to choose the impact. And by choosing our language just a little bit differently, we can decide how we show up for ourselves in those moments, whatever they are. So just wanted to share that with you today. I hope that it's been helpful. So let's just move forward in the day practicing the I feel, I experience, this is happening. Different language. If you've enjoyed this video, I would sure appreciate it if you wouldn't mind doing the liking, the subscribing, and ringing that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of my latest and greatest content. Also, comment below on how this has helped you or how you can use this to support yourself and others. And please, please do share, because sharing is caring. I love to hear about how this work is supporting all of you, and comments and shares and likes and subscribes do all of those things. So it's very much appreciated. Do be gentle with yourself in the coming days. Drink plenty of water. And again, as always, thank you so much with glitter on it for spending time with me today. You take care and have a sparkly day.